In one of my last videos, I talked about what I learned from mgtow and the red pill. And what I explained briefly was that what I learned was don't worship women, don't put them on a pedestal, always come from a place of self-love and self-respect. I felt those were the core things that I learned from mgtow and the red pill. So you look at today's society, and we live in a what's called a gynocentric society in the West. It's made for women, made to make women comfortable above all things. And there's, there's biological and psychological reasons for that, evolutionary reasons for that. But we see that it is at the expense of the overall health of men. In this video, I want to talk about simping, and that it is idolatry, that the putting women on a pedestal is idolatry. Worshiping women is idolatry. Thinking that women can do no wrong, and that they're perfect beings, and that if you get a woman in your life, it's going to solve all your problems. That is idolatry. If you think a woman, if you're a single man, a single Christian man, I'm a Catholic, if you think a woman in your life is going to solve all your problems and make you endlessly happy, you're sadly wrong. If you're a Christian man and you worship women in that sort of way, that there are these earthly angels who again are going to make your life so much better, you're wrong. And you're in sin. That is idolatry. Okay? You're putting them above God. Okay? Idolatry isn't just limited to somebody or you, me, worshiping an ancient pagan god or worshiping a golden calf. Addictions can be idolatry. Your addiction to sex can be idolatry. Your addiction to women can be idolatry. Right? Because you think you're seeking these things first. And what did Jesus say? The Sermon on the Mount, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things shall be added unto you. And so if you seek those things before God, it's idolatry. So the sucking up to women and thinking that they'll give you sex, or they'll give you companionship or positive attention, or eventually marry you, it's going to lead to more misery for yourself. And not to mention, it's simping actually, it doesn't make women attracted to you. It actually makes you look pathetic to women because you're not projecting inner strength, right? Now, women can and do take advantage of simps. You'll hear of these stories of men taking women on these dates. The man pays for the meal, the date's over, and the women, doesn't give him sex and never calls the guy again, ghosts them. They got a free meal out of it. And I'm not promoting fornication here, folks, so don't project that on me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about this in general. I'm talking about the men. So you have a man who will take a woman on the date, pay for the meal, that's it. The woman might do this a few times with a man. And the man thinking that giving the woman what he thinks she wants will get him positive female attention. And then they eventually get ghosted, and she goes to go sleep with Chad. Chad doesn't buy her a meal, right? He gets what he wants, and you don't. So you reap the consequences of that sin of idolatry. You put women their happiness above yours, and you put the pursuing of women above the pursuit of God, you get what you deserve, right? You will reap the consequences of that sin. And the wages of sin, at the end of it all, is death. So think about it. Like, there are a lot of men out there, I've seen them, I know you've seen them, who are in marriages where they're unhappy, right? Because they thought they put the pursuit of women, thinking they're going to make them happy, putting the pursuit of women above God because they were lonely. They wanted to fill that void, and they thought it would, turn out to be like the Disney movie. You see a lot of miserable men out there, right? And coming from the perspective of a Catholic, some of these men, maybe they would have been happier in religious life. Maybe they would have been happier as a priest. Or maybe they would have been happier had they pursued God first and allowed God to work in their life and to provide them a good wife for them. And they would be happier they would have been happier with that person, right? There's just a lot of men in bad relationships and bad marriages that they may not be able to get out of, or they're trying to make it work and it's just not working. There's many different situations out there, but I have had many men who are married come up to me and tell me that they would love to trade places. And, I'm not bragging over that. It's just the reality of the situation in today's Western world. So, again, you will receive the consequences of your sin. Simping, the worship of women, putting them on a pedestal, and thinking it will make your life happier because you feel lonely now, is really just going to make your life worse in the long run. And you don't want to get yourself in a position in the future where you look back and have major regrets, such as I married the wrong person, or I pursued the wrong vocation in my life. And God, and you can ask God's forgiveness for that, and He can forgive you, but you can't turn back the hands of time, right? So that's it. Be careful, simpers, or simpanzees, or whatever you want to call them. If you're worshiping women, you think they're going to make your life happier, you got another thing coming. Don't do it. Pursue God first. Seek you first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. So that's it. I know this subject is controversial in Christendom. I don't care. It's the truth. Put God first. That's it. All right. God bless. Take care. Peace.